Hello everyone. Hope you guys are excited. We are today breaking down Scruffy's adventure. And we're doing this in a live stream because it basically means 2 hours less work for me. And even though we're going to be streaming for quite a little while. So that's going to be interesting. This is where we are right now. My game overview, as you can see, I have one more ticket and I also have one more encounter because I did not even open up the legendary encounter yet. Basically saving this for the stream. I was somewhat nervous because there's a really good chance that I'm not gonna finish it with a perfect score on the first attempt, and that would mean that I have to pay a few more gems. And if I have to pay a few more gems, there's a really good chance that I'm gonna be broke. As you can see, I only have like 800 gems at this point in time. So we need to work on that. There's one way to work on this. In case you guys didn't know, you can actually enter friend code. If you do so, you can do this in the app. Go to settings and then you can say refer a friend, or rather enter your friend code if I'm not mistaken, and then here basically you can submit a code, and if you do this you get 100 gems. If you enter my friend code, I also get some gems, and if you do really well, and obviously I'm gonna try my best to make sure that you're doing well in this game because I got like starter guides and advanced resources for you guys, and you can then get better and also get a stronger account basically. All right. What are we going to do today? So first of all, we're going to be running through Scruffy's adventure as I announced basically on the official Discord. The second thing we're going to do that I have on the menu for today is a lot of Onslaught. So we're going to play 3 more encounters of Onslaught, and the Onslaught encounters come with a special caveat, and that is for every unit. So let's try and explain this like in the best way possible because it's kind of weird. So every time I'm playing Onslaught, we're throwing 5 summoning tokens at the chat, so to speak. They're up for grabs. But to get the summoning tokens, you need to enter your name in the chat. And we're going to be drawing one random winner for up to 5 summoning tokens at the end of the Onslaught run. And for every unit that I lose, like out of my starting 5, and I guess you guys can cheer me on if you want. For every unit that I lose, we're going to be withdrawing 1 summoning token. So there is a chance it's going to be 0. But if you've seen the last couple of encounters in Onslaught that I played, there's a really decent chance that we're not going to lose that many units. Hi, Scruffy, worth upgrading to be in your top 5. Hello, Neil. So I would say for Arena, it's a really good unit. Every once in a while, I'm not sure if this is currently the case, in the hero arena, Punkhawk is actually playing Scruffy, and his Scruffy is super strong, as are all the units that Punkhawk is playing. I don't see him here right now, so we basically have to go over guild raids and then leaderboard, and then we need to go to tree, and there is Punkhawk somewhere, and let's just see if Scruffy is on. So his Scruffy is extremely powerful and quite annoying to play against, to be honest. Oh, is my internet down or something? I hope not. Let's see. You don't need our real names. No, I don't need your real names. Basically, we just need your in-game names, and basically like be able to match your in-game name to your name on the chat. So it should be easy enough. So here we go. Pan Mrs. Trip, that is Punkhawk. I'm not sure if I looked for that name. Like everything is slow today for whatever reason. Not real names, but you need to be able to contact me on Discord. Yeah, Kyle is here. Hey! Hello! Yay! That's awfully loud. Okay, everything is slow. I don't know why. Let's try this one more time. Good thing is that Onslaught doesn't require us to be online. Onslaught online. So the question is, what do we do first? Well, I guess a lot of you are here for the festival or adventure. I'm gonna be keep mixing up those names for the entirety of the stream. Just bear with me. This happens every time. So I guess like first things first, we should be breaking down the adventure. Really, it's not gonna try. Yeah, not gonna work. Last attempt. Howdy, Kyle. Hey, so Eldrick is here. Well, I think you don't like wheels, if I remember correctly. Here we go. There is no Scruffy today, so unfortunately we cannot show how strong his Scruffy is. But like the too long didn't read version of this is, Scruffy is a powerful unit. It's really good in PvP, or somewhat good in PvP, but I think that it's being outclassed by other units. So Scruffy has the big disadvantage that it doesn't have range, as many units don't have range, which means you have to connect with your enemy, you have to walk up to your enemy. He does have a devastating active. Like the Razor Claws, they do like up to 3000 something damage at level 50. maybe even 5,000, I don't remember. It was a lot. And no unit in the game, at the current state of the game, has like a health value, because he ignores armor, that is not going to fall from his active. So that is pretty powerful. You have a unit that is guaranteed to take out an enemy, unless that enemy has an effect like the dodge effect, the shifting sands of Tanamo, of course. That's like the exception to the rule, but when is Tanamo not the exception to the rule when it comes to that kind of stuff? So like having spot removal that says one unit is 100% going down is always strong in PvP. If you add it, like basically if you combine it with another unit, like for example, one of my favorite units in PvP, Grandma Bones, and you get something out of taking down the enemy unit with the passive of Grandma Bones that is going to give you a skeleton, you're like in a really good position. And if the enemies are clustered, which the AI very often does, you can even take out several enemy units with just the active of Scruffy. So that really, he's a good unit, but I wouldn't say he's not better than Giggs, for example. He's definitely not better than a Queen Akeshru. Like there's a lot of units that are really, really powerful in Arena, and one of the main reasons is because they have range and movement as well. Alright, my in-game name is Promo, leader of the British Bears. Alright, so what are we going to do first? Do we want to go Adventure first, or do we want to play Onslaught and you guys can win some summoning tokens? Just like leave a quick comment in the chat, let us know if you first want to see the Adventure. I got this lined up. We have to go through, let's see, 18 minutes. So it's not that long, but it's going to be commentated. So we're going to be breaking it all down. We basically need to go through 18 minutes of Adventure, and then after that we're going to be playing some Onslaught. And Onslaught encounters usually take something like 10 minutes. Hey, there's Yula, a person that could be my mom, but I love Yula, to be honest. She's one of the nicest people in this entire game that I met through this game. This is one of those persons that I'm really looking forward to having drinks with eventually, somewhere down the line. Alright, I think you guys are here for the adventure. So I'm not hearing anything, so let's just break it down. This is common encounter number 1, and I need to take this down because we're going to have music in this one, which is one of the most frustrating common encounters number 1 I've ever seen in any adventure. Since Kyle is listening, we can basically complain as much as we want, and he's going to be hearing it, so that's good. I needed like, I don't know, 3 or even 4 attempts to get this correctly. There are different ways to get this level right, and the somewhat disappointing thing about it is that it feels like Scruffy is not really necessary. So I use Tim to like soften up the opposition. Then you could use, in theory, a unit like Tanamo, for example, to just like slice and dice through them. You can also use Scruffy, of course, because this is his adventure after all. So I did that. So you're taking out 3 more units, and then you have to get somewhat lucky with the hits of my Vara. This is one way of doing it. There are other ways of doing it. What really helps is equipping a really good weapon to my Vara, so she has a high crit chance. So this takes us to common encounter number 2, and I was like getting a little bit ahead of myself. What we could see here is that I already played this several times. This is not my first try playing this encounter. Here we see 397 out of 500. This is my second or even third attempt of trying this encounter, which was basically the point where I was getting annoyed with this adventure. I know it's very early in the adventure, but it did happen this early. When I was like, these are supposed to be super easy encounters. I'm not supposed to need like 4 different attempts to finish this. And my problem here was that I moved Scruffy down here to take out these 3 guys, expecting Scruffy to take out this Frost Guardian or whatever the name is when he walks up to Scruffy, and then Scruffy completely let me down, and I felt like, what is this? Whose adventure is this after all? So we basically had to play this a little bit differently, but not like a gigantic problem. You can see a very nice lineup here for Queen Akeshru, so we can basically do that. Although I have to say, when is Ranaklu going to... Oh, this is when Ranaklu is going to connect. Okay, so these enemies are too strong to immediately get taken down. You also have to get lucky with a frog here, or at least somewhat lucky. Also, by the way, 2 turns for lightning victory. This is like uncharacteristically ungenerous. Normally these common encounters are really, really easy. Really easy. So cheeky, young man. Well, I mean, you know me so well at this point. Alright, and then after that you basically just take out the enemy units that are still standing with the attack of Giggs, and that usually gets you all the way. So that is common encounter number 3. Common encounter 2. Now we are at common encounter number 3. This is the first one that I only needed 1 attempt for. So these are always my favorite encounters. No, that's not true. There's some really, really great encounters later in this adventure. I didn't say festival for once in my life. Where you can actually see that there's a lot of strategy going into the planning how to dismantle these levels, and I really enjoy those. It is like such a great feeling when you finally get it, like when you finally finish and master these encounters. So we're again playing Darkness, and we can already see, okay, this is a really good position to be in. That's courtesy of Nimrul on the left side, and then Ranaklu on the right hand side. I forgot the condition. I think we cannot play ranged units if I'm... Yeah, this looks like we cannot play ranged units. This is a ranged unit in disguise. Silverroot is basically a ranged unit. So I'm trying how to take this guy down, and I basically say, okay, double team should work. Then you can attack with Scruffy, and that normally means you won the game, because the archers tend to focus on the enemies, on your summons. And I even went for the Lionhead move, just to rub it in. Like, I don't need Scruffy for this. Alright, that's the encounter number 3, where you're not allowed to play ranged units and you are not supposed to take any damage. Alright, this takes us to uncommon encounter number 1. So this encounter I had to record twice. I didn't have to try it twice, but record it twice because something didn't quite work out for my phone. The things I do for you guys, yeah? Sometimes I'm playing these encounters 2 or 3 times just because my phone doesn't work. It's not like I'm doing this for me, yeah? Okay, I don't want to get like too far down that rabbit hole. All right, so this time, lots of thinking. How do we take this? How do we take this encounter down? The main reason why I'm thinking so much is because I didn't edit this video, because I forgot, because I recorded this last. This is the last video I recorded before starting this stream. So I'm figuring, I think Scruffy needs to go here, into this corner. This is the first thing that I was pretty confident about. Then I, in the past, tried to work a lot with mushrooms. This sounds so wrong. Like, don't take this out of context. We're talking about Riven Guard still. Just in case somebody is like not 100% sure, we're still talking about Riven Guard, okay? Sometimes I'm trying to experiment with mushrooms. It's getting worse. It actually makes a lot more sense to just do regular attacks with Cerberus most of the time. Because, thanks to Nixie, you can do 2 heal actions in 1 turn. And we could see that here, but it's not necessary yet, because this encounter is a little bit more generous when it comes to the time you got. So now I'm doing, like, I'm really happy with the positioning here. Watch this. Scruffy's awesome. A shame I haven't been able to level him more, so many heroes to level. Yes, I know that feeling. So what we're doing is we're hiding our units, both Cerberus and Nixie, behind Scruffy. So if this guy wants to connect with us, he needs to go through Scruffy. At the same time, we are creating 2 of these life blossoms. You don't want to stand Scruffy here or here, because then he cannot, the enemy's gonna walk onto the healing pad and he's gonna have high ground. So if you avoid that, it's relatively easy to master this encounter without even dropping any damage. So this takes us to encounter number 3, where we are supposed to play rogues. This I had to play twice because I got unlucky with 1 archer of the enemy. The enemy hit me with an arrow to the knee, basically. The second time around I got really lucky. You can see that here we get 2 frogs. We play Katsume. Katsume is really good in this encounter. We're going to see this in a little bit. And now we have like 4 frogs on the board. And there's also 3 more turns for the lightning victory condition. So this is looking pretty promising. The first time I walked in with Nimrul here, basically what I just tried to do. And then one of these archers was shooting at Nimrul. So this time I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stand back a little bit. I'm just gonna like slowly advance to the front, but not like push, because we have so many turns. You really have to pay attention to the lightning victory condition in these adventure levels, adventure encounters. And then I'm somehow making the same mistake that I made before, like going in with Nimrul, but like not too far. And now this looks really good, and this is a job for Katsume. If you're not a fan of Katsume yet, there's a couple of people who are really big fans of Katsume. This is one of those situations where she really shines. And we can see that here, she's taking out the archer, and she's like almost taking down Sefa. And then we can use Gix for ranged attack, and that gives us the lightning victory and perfect score in this particular encounter. My before score was 499, which is always great. Encounter number 3 requires us to play green units. Now there's one green unit that gets like criminally underrated in this game, and that is Tavarinci. Tavarinci is not great in general, like she's not like a damage dealer or something, but her active is really good against summons, and this is one of those encounters where you can see that. Alright, this time we are going for Mushroom Party. Nimrul rules is what Kay says. I agree. He absolutely does rule, that's true. And here, this is one of the first encounters where you can really see what the green squad can basically do. You get a tree, you can combine it with mushrooms. Doesn't sound like a combo, but it basically is a combo. And then you can do some really fun stuff. Because yes, your, what's his name? Servatus is getting damaged from the mushrooms. However, you're instantly healing him again thanks to the tree. So that's very, very powerful. Now we're moving Tavarinci here in the middle so she can affect all the units. And we're taking out the most dangerous one, that is the Frost Guardian. So look at Tavarinci almost going down. My Tavarinci is not very strong, to be honest. But we do have the Life Blossoms on the board. So we can just very quickly heal her up again. And then she even crits. Yeah? Talk about revenge. And now this situation here is somewhat straightforward. We can go in with Scruffy on the right side. Then we still have Servatus. He can go to the high ground spot and attack here. He's the only unit next to a tree. That is really good because that means he's 100% going to get healed next turn. And we can create another Life Blossom. Always, always, always sidestep with Nixie. You want to have as many Life Blossoms on the board as possible because it means you can heal up to 3 units per turn. Because one gets healed from the Life Blossom that you left last turn, one from the Life Blossom you're about to leave this turn, and then the last one with the with the attack, with the heal action of Nixie. So you can get 3 heal actions per turn. You can see that here. So we're moving Nixie back, take out this unit, and then it's just one more unit. And I'm thinking, should we just go for Silverroot? And I'm always somewhat afraid that Silverroot is eventually gonna hit the tree. I'm not sure if this is even possible, to be honest. But in the end, I'm feeling like, okay, Tavarinci is the right choice here. She purposely left Safer alive because she does not like you. That is true. Yeah, Katsu and me, we have a rocky relationship. Alright, this takes us to the rare encounters. This is rare encounter number 1. And truth be told, I didn't pay attention. Let's just quickly go back. I tried this before, so this is my at least second attempt, might be the third attempt, I'm not entirely sure. Oh yes, I played this level and forgot that Gix can walk over water. Like, what is wrong with me? So this is key to this encounter basically. You need to realize Gix can walk over water. This is like a bit of a Gix showcase, just a bit, just a tiny bit. And once you figure that out, this encounter becomes really, really easy. So you can do this. And then again, Katsume is taking out these 2 guys. This is where Katsume really shines. And then we basically won the encounter. So it looks like you have to really push. But actually what you have to do is get somewhat lucky with Gix. All of this is taking us to rare encounter number 2. Which is the most dreaded encounter in this entire festival. I'm just calling it out. I tried this encounter roughly 7 times, if I'm not mistaken. And I didn't figure it out. I had one movement with my units that was like quite alright, but then look at this beauty in terms of strategy. And this is not something that I came up with, this is something that Mir cooked up. If anybody is ever going to say that women can't play this game, they should really check out Mir when she's playing adventures. At 8 in the morning yesterday, basically the first day the adventure was starting, Mir was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I got them all. I got the perfect score in this entire adventure. Granted, I have no idea how many gems she paid for that. But even so, this is super impressive and this is what she came up with. This is her strategy. And it worked like a charm. This is only the second attempt or second time that I had to play this. The first time I got unlucky because she did not shoot somebody. The sorceress did go for summoning Frost Guardian again. And if she doesn't do that, it's basically over because you now have Nixie and then after that you can use Silverroot. Also, whenever you see an encounter that requires a lot of green units, just assume that Silverroot is going to be required. Now this is a different quality in this video because this is the third encounter and there are 2 ways to tackle this. This is what Raizzan did from Dragonfall. One of the most successful guilds in all of Rivengard. Because in my strategy basically was the same approach, the same opening, and then I used my Vera after that. It's a lot more risky. This strategy with Sunshine is a lot more accessible for most players, so I felt like sharing this with you guys as well. Also, big thanks again to Raizzan, who always helps me out with these adventure videos. Here, the key is realizing that Scruffy cannot connect with these guys on the other side, so you basically need to use him to take out the Frost Sorceress, and then you fly to the other side with Sunshine, and this is the best way to get a perfect score here, if you don't happen to have a very strong Myvera. In my case, I equipped Myvera with Nimrod Blades, and Gix had like a legendary weapon, which doesn't really matter because this is a rare encounter. And then I was critting with my Vera, and that's basically how I got there. Alright, I think I lost track. This is rare encounter number 4. Let me just quickly go back. I was willing to bet money that this... Oh, okay. I might be mixing them up a little bit. All right, you guys can make sense of this, I hope. 1 a.m. it must be evening for you now. No, it's almost 10 p.m. over here. Oh, sorry, this is for somebody else. Oh, for Liel? Okay. Hi, Schnapshaha. Hello, hello. All right, so this is rare encounter number 3. After double checking, triple checking, we are 100% sure that this is rare encounter number 3. The key here is to move Nimrul in the middle, because he's not gonna like crit everybody to the next life. These guys can survive this. Then you can get super lucky with Tanamo, but you don't actually need to. It's also fine to just like use Runner Clue to create like a couple of summons. Then the movement is important. First move Scruffy in, then use Runner Clue, and then after that use Scruffy again. This is like the 100% guaranteed way of doing this and succeeding here. There are other ways. Alright, this is rare encounter number 4. Let's see, did I mix this up? No. Okay, this encounter I have absolutely no recollection. We need to play green units, that's all I can see on the screen. But honestly, I don't know how I did this. So we're starting with Scruffy. Oh, yes, I do remember. I tried mushrooms. Don't, like in Rivengard. Did not work. Don't go for mushrooms here. Really, really bad idea. You want to use Vines by Servidus, just a regular attack. Don't go for mushrooms because you can crit. But even if you don't crit, no worries. You can still win this encounter because again, Nixie just sidesteps and we can heal once, we can heal twice with Nixie, and if we move Nixie, we can heal thrice. Yeah, that's a combo. So now we can move Nixie back. That gives us another Life Blossom. After we move Nixie back, we can shoot this guy. And so she's at 100% health. She's taking one guy out and she's leaving a Life Blossom, which means we can then move Servidus onto the Life Blossom. And then after all of that destruction, like a lot of destruction, we can then... Oh, did I go... Oh, I played this differently. Okay, this is an alternative strategy and I don't think it's better, but possible. We can also move Nixie back and then use Servidus. Heal Servidus. Yeah, that works. That works. And Silverroot is very popular with Kyle. Just got a quick reminder. Does anyone use Servidus active? Yes, every once in a while, but like it often doesn't make sense in these encounters. It does here. Okay, so talk about a dead giveaway. I mean, if this line right here doesn't scream Queen Akeshru, have you been playing this game? If you don't have Queen Akeshru, I think this encounter might be really hard. If you do have Queen Akeshru, this is a walk in the park. So we can just start with the Queen. Yes, she's only generating 2 summons, but we can create even more darkness. Then we can use Gix in the middle to take out the most dangerous enemy unit, that is Penda. Now we should use the active of Umano, but I misplayed, because these guys would have also like getting destroyed. We can still use the active afterwards, because we want to be cool. And then Scruffy's there. And quite honestly, that is what he does in this encounter. He's there. And that's it. This was a very nice change of pace after some of these very challenging encounters. I thought this was so far the easiest and most straightforward encounter in the entire festival. That takes us to epic encounter number 1. Meanwhile, Scruffy just existing. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm so sorry guys, I mixed this up. So basically I moved the Raizzan video for Epic 1 into the wrong spot into this mega video. So this is how I did it. Sorry for the confusion. So this is epic encounter number 1 and I think I did crit everybody. I just want to see that because I wasn't sure. Look at these crit signs. If this game was set to Russian, I don't know if you've ever seen this, the critical hit in Russian is this long. It's longer than one line of the entire screen basically, and then the entire screen would have just been red. And this is what this looks like. I got so lucky with my crit hits here, but even if you don't get this lucky, this is a really good strategy. Just make sure that you first shoot this summoner, frost summoner, sorceress, frost sorceress, summon sorcerer, frost unit. I don't know. I will never remember this. And use my Vara here. And then if you get really lucky, you just crit everybody and then it's like a walk in the park. Again, we've seen this before, walks in the park. You need to get like somewhat lucky here with the hit, but I just crit all day. My Gix is an absolute crit machine. Alright, so this was my approach for epic number 1, but I do believe that Raizzan's approach that included Sunshine was a bit more straightforward. Epic encounter number 2 requires us to play a couple of Sacred Grove heroes. So whenever you can only play 3 Sacred Grove heroes and it's like freedom of choice, it's these 3. Like almost always. Unless your first name is Kyle, then it's alright to play Silverroot instead. Just in that one case, you can play Silver Root. All right, and then we want to use, we want to basically block the path of the enemies. So that's basically, we're using Scruffy, and then we also use the tree, I think here in the middle. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And yes, Scruffy doesn't immediately take them out, but he's only taking some damage. Okay, that's a lot of damage, but still, only so much damage, and he's getting healed. Also, we have time. This is not one of those encounters where we need to get like a lightning victory one turn later or something like that. So we can now move Scruffy to the back, and then we can create another like bottleneck, so to speak, with the Servatus vines. So we can again make sure that the enemy is not gonna just like rush to us. So that is why we're doing some damage here, we're moving in, and now, yes, some of our units took damage, but we only have one damaged unit, and there is still some life blossoms on the board, and there's still a Nixie that can do stuff, so we're in pretty good shape. This is also one of the only encounters where you really don't mind the Frost Sorceress creating the Ice Elemental, this is the name by the way, very early in the encounter, because you can still turn this around. So here I'm thinking about moving Scruffy in the inside, because the vines are supposed to disappear at the end of the turn, unless I'm mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. So I move in with Scruffy. Now we got the heal for Scruffy from the tree. Servatus has taken some damage, but he's still alive. And we still have the life blossoms on the field. So this is very straightforward. We can just move him down, hit our mushroom, and that basically means that the enemy is going down. And in the end, we got the perfect score. So this is one of those encounters where I really enjoy, where like you have a couple of turns. It's kind of tricky. You have to walk back and forth and make sure that you get this right. All right. This is one of the harder encounters. I wouldn't quite say the hardest, but I like it a lot. It's very, very challenging. The key to success in this encounter, in my personal opinion, is shifting your units to the right side. Because if you shift your units to the right, Corrin is very often going to the right side as well. Here we're creating a bottleneck by placing Servatus into a shrub. Yes, that is a way of creating a bottleneck. On the left side, we are also creating a bottleneck, and that's courtesy of the tree. So now we've basically blocked both paths. The enemy can no longer like just rush to us, and they are forced to just like hit either the tree, or they have to do stuff like that, which doesn't make any sense. Look at Corrin, he's dealing damage to himself. Like, Jesus Christ, you should get off the shrooms, my friend. So this puts us in a really good position, or at least it looks quite alright. Then we can take out Corrin, the most dangerous unit in this entire encounter. So that's what we did here. Then after that, we're moving Servatus back, which heals Servatus. And it has a nice side effect, because we can now use Pari to create some webbing here. Now the webbing is similar to the vines in that it doesn't allow the opponent to like rush to us and hit us. The opponents need to stop in the webs. So that's very, very crucial and buys us a little bit more time. You can also play Tavarinci in this encounter, but my Tavarinci is like a rare unit and she does like next to nothing. Look at the tree go. The tree is like completely the MVP in this entire encounter. So now we have 2 more turns. This looks very straightforward. This looks like one of those situations where if you get all your unit placements right, you can win this with ease. So I'm checking what Servatus can do. He can take out this guy with ease. Then Pari can take out the Frost Sorceress with ease. So the right side has been cleared. So now it's all about the left side. We still have Nixie. Nixie can still create another Life Blossom, so that's good. We take out the Summon. Then we can use the active of Silverroot, and if we are not like super unlucky, this guy also goes down. And now you just move out of the way and have him destroy himself by the tree, because the tree is, like I said, the absolute MVP in this encounter. And after all of this work, left side, even side, handle it. Yeah, pretty much. After all of this work, we are left at the situation that we're in right now. So let's just go back to my other recording, or this is not a recording, this is actually live feed from my phone. So if somebody's sending me messages right now, there's a good chance we're going to be seeing them on the screen. And this is where we are. We got perfect scores in all of these encounters from start to finish, with the exception of course, the legendary encounter. And like I said, I didn't even try this yet. So let me just close this. And I guess this is the moment. This is a big moment. I didn't try this. But I did see that the legendary encounter has a very forgiving victory condition. Good luck, thank you so much. If anybody has any like hints or ideas, let me know. So just looking at the unit composition, this looks pretty straightforward. It tells me that we need to take out Aradel, because otherwise her active can do a lot of damage. and we can more or less ignore most of the other units because there's a really decent chance that Scruffy is going to be strong enough to take care of the frost elementals that they're going to summon. We do have some turns, I don't know, I can never see this here, am I blind? We do have some turns for the Lightning Victory. I never use some of these units, I guess I need to reconsider everything. Well, this is the best part about the adventures in my personal opinion. You get to use like a wide array of units in most of these. Alright, this already screams tree. This already says I want to have a tree in the middle of the field, to be honest. What I don't like about this whole thing is that there's no way to connect with the enemy on turn 1 unless we are playing gigs. And on top of gigs, also, what's her name? Naevis. So we could move gigs 1, 2, 3 spots, and then he's got a range of 1, 2, 3, and he could connect with Aradel, but only if we also use Naevis. Now the downside to this approach is that if we're not taking them out, which is not unlikely because they're Diamond rank 2, we're gonna be left wide open. There's like nothing we can do, and they can do a counter attack, and suddenly we take some damage, and it's gonna be really hard to heal our units. All right, so what I believe makes sense. Like I said, the tree makes a lot of sense. So we're gonna play Nixie. We need to play Scruffy, so these two are basically set in stone. Then whenever you have a chance, oh actually. So we're not allowed to play mounted units, but these are all mages. So Nimrod should be pretty strong against them. Kunakeshu, because we're just like sliding into dark basically, or shifting into darkness squad. And then on top of all of that, where can Aradel go? Aradel can go either to the left or to the right. Yeah, so either we play Ranaklu and we go full darkness, or we play gigs and we play aggressive. I think these are the two options, and actually there's a really good chance that Hanamu is going to be good here. I like this encounter. There's a lot of openings that we can do here, in my opinion. Tanamu is not going to be good unless we're going to get her close enough to connect with one of the Frost Sorceresses, and she's just going to slice and dice through all of the Frost Sorceresses. I'm not 100% what we do here. What other options do we have? We basically have to stop here because everything that comes after is not strong enough to tackle this encounter. I think that's it. Should we start with a tree? So if we place a tree here, they can go 1, 2, 3 spots, and then 1, 2, 3 spots, or 1, 2. So they can connect until here. So that means if we place Nixie here and then go 1, 2, 3 spots, they cannot connect with Nixie. So that's our opening, in theory. Then we have to get a lot of units over crushed ice, which is going to be very, very hard to do. I don't like this. This is not as straightforward as I was hoping for. If they are here, 1, 2, 3 spots, 1, 2, 3 spots. So we cannot go here. We basically have to stop here, in the middle, and here. Okay. Good level design. Good level design. Alright, let's see. I think this works. So I want to move here. We can see the danger zone. Currently we are in the danger zone. But once we place the tree, or we plant the tree, the danger zone should change. Why is it not changing? What am I missing? Why? Oh, because this guy can walk 3 to the front and then hit us in the middle. Okay, this is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm pretty confident of this. And then we said we can walk up until here. And Ranaklu cannot really do anything. I just want to have Ranaklu more towards the front. She blocked it. She blocked it. Really? Okay, Scruffy can just take her out, so that's good news. He might be able to do the same. And we could create some darkness. Let's see. Okay, that's some darkness. That's a good start. Ranaklu can not connect yet. That's not the end of the world. We're gonna walk towards the middle next to a tree. So hopefully that should give us some options. And then I think if we go with the active and first do an attack here against this guy, that should give us an option or an opening on the left side to get some more summons in. Okay, 1 summon. Okay, well, not my best work, I have to admit. Not my best work. Alright, and Ranaklu we just want to have close enough to the front so he can eventually do some damage. What is happening? Left, right, everywhere. People are shooting. Alright, so we have one damage unit that is Nimrul. We can connect with this one summon that is still on the board. So we need to take out the guy that is most remote, most removed from us. Now we can use the special here. Okay. Then we need to heal Nimrul and still deal damage to one more unit. Or make sure that they don't do anything next turn. So let's move to the top. Let's heal our Nimrul. And then let's do another unit next to this enemy and win. Okay, that's also an opportunity. That's also an option, I guess. Alright, we can do it. Kyle, you evil. Well, I would half agree. I thought this was challenging. I thought this was relatively challenging. I hope this was interesting. I'm not sure if I even played live ever an adventure encounter. This is basically how I tackle them. Sometimes I need to play this. I need to play this a little bit faster because this is not my game speed. Normally I'm way too fast, and that's what leads to making mistakes. But I quite like this a lot. All right, this should give us the final chest in the festival. Yes, there we go. This is a diamond event chest. If you've never seen one before, don't worry. Like the adventures are. Did I say festival chest? So these are really good in terms of you get some gold and you get some more shards and you get some more like laurels and all of that good stuff. But there's not like an orb in there. There's no epic hero token or something like that. Like you get one more essence. And if you're at the point where I am in this game, essences don't really mean that much, which is not a front or anything. I'm just saying, if you're like, oh man, I can't get the final chest, it's not the end of the world. You can still get a lot of good stuff in this festival. In my case, my Scruffy might be able to get promoted. Here we go, yeah, because I did have the another epic hero badge, and now I can promote him to 3 purple stars. And we can see here, which is something I broke down in one of my starter guides. He does get some stat update, but it's not like crazy strong. And the main reason for that is that these stat updates are basically partly the base health that the unit has, and then on top of that, all of the updates. So this, for example, gives you damage plus 10, and for every star you have, you add like a 1.25 multiplier to it or something like that. It's in my video. I broke it down there just in case you've not watched this yet. This is going to make a massive difference once we're going to have diamond ranks, because you can basically see this on the ascension chart. Every star here and like a purple star, the epic star that we see here basically, or the rare star, this counts as 6 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go, 6. So once we're going to be at diamond ranks, you basically multiply all of these gear upgrades like 11 times, 12 times, something like that. And even if it's just like a plus 10, if you multiply 10 times 12, you end up with a high value. That's basically what I'm saying. All right, time to win some summoning tokens for you guys. So what we're now doing is we're playing some Onslaught. In Onslaught, here we go. We are trying to conquer Duskthorn Escape. And we're going to be starting with encounter number 1. So here, quick reminder for those who just tuned in. We are throwing 5 summoning tokens into the pool. And for every unit that I lose, we have to subtract 1. But if I don't lose a unit, at the end of this run, 1 lucky viewer will get 5 summoning tokens. So for once in your lives, you have to cheer me on. Normally we have some people from my guild who are like, ha ha ha, I want to see you lose. Not this time. All right, so this encounter is somewhat threatening because we can see there's a spirit samurai, and which is not that threatening to be honest. And then we see 5 undead gunners, and they are gold rank 2, which is kind of unfair because I don't have access to gold rank 2. Then some samurai, some skeletons, we don't care about those. And then there's 5 more gunners in round number 9. And on the very last round, we see a couple more undead gunners. So we need to be a little bit more careful than we have been in the last couple of encounters, where we started benching Dorga of all units. And as always, in case you didn't know, there's an Honor Your Heroes feature at the end of every Onslaught run. And you can basically pick a unit and the unit will get Ascension material. I've done this a lot, which you can see here, because Runner Clue has a path to the next star, Giggs has one, Akeshro has one, and it just basically goes on like this. And I'm always looking for the first strong unit that doesn't have this. So Thundermoon would be a good option to play. Nimble would be an option to play. That's kind of tempting, to be honest. And we also are missing one more badge. There's a lot of badges here. For Voyasa and Bullmon. And Bullmon at the moment, I enjoy playing this unit a lot. So I think we need to include Bullmon, which also makes sense because there's a lot of summons coming our way. So we're basically playing Bullmon to honor him. That's the idea in this encounter. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Come on. All right. Quick recap. We're good. We know what we're doing. So let's give this a spin. This is the encounter. This already screams tree action to me again. I just love blocking paths for my enemies. I'm that kind of person. Then we wanted to play Bullmon so we can honor him. So let's play Bullmon. Bullmon is basically handing the left side. He's like left side, strong side. I got this. And then we have 3 more units that we want to use to take out the other enemies that we have. I think Queen Akeshu always makes a lot of sense in all of these encounters. And if we want to play aggressively and not lose a unit, it also makes a lot of sense to play Gix. Because we can create a lot of summons very early on, and that should give us a really good position to not lose a unit, because that's the goal after all. I'm playing this for you guys. Alright, so this is the first wave. They cannot connect with us yet, and we are going to be able to connect with them next turn with Bullmon. We also have one more turn until the enemies show up, so all of that basically screams to me, just sit tight. There's no reason to engage here. This is basically a trap. Don't engage on this turn, just basically pass play. And now we can see where this is going. We can eat 1, we can eat 2, then we can create a lot of summons here if we move Gix to the front. This might be a trap. This might be a trap, because if we do that, there's a decent... Oh, look at this. Oh my god, this is so tempting. Oh my god, this is tempting. Alright, let's tempt ourselves. We're going in with Gix first, then we're using Dorga. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we're just gonna touch of darkness him, and that gives us a really good spot. So now there's a chance that the gunners are gonna be shooting at Dorga, but we're good. Alright, we're good. So this is a very good chance. This is very likely the most crucial moment in this entire run, because now you can already see this. Frogs are storming the board. We're in a really good situation, and we now need to block the options of the enemy. So basically this guy is basically out of this game because he's surrounded by units. He cannot shoot us anymore. We can do the same with well, actually we can straight up take this guy out. Bullmon can take out this guy on the left side. Oh, I should have eaten the shade. I should have eaten the shade. That would have been way stronger. And then Dorga could attack, but quite honestly I don't think she needs to attack. So we're just gonna do side steps, and you can do this. Alright, there's a new wave after this turn, but we did study the enemy sheet, and it says that there's a lot of enemies coming that are not very threatening. We can create another summon, and like now we're in a really good spot. So let's move our units a little bit like left and right. Bullmon, we need to be a bit careful, but we want to have him at the front, and I think we're now in a really good position. Yasmin should be next to Bullmon to boost him. Yeah, I guess, but yeah, I think we won this. I think. Shall I for the first time ever try and play an encounter with my eyes cloned out? No, we're not going to do this. Alright, let's try and move Bullmon. No, actually, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's just sit tight and continue this. I think we're safe. Because keep in mind, these frog warriors, they have polearm. So there's no chance for the enemy to get past them. This is a German dialect that basically found its way into English, where we mix up P and B and D and T. Yeah, it's sad. Okay, let's go. Take out this guy. Alright, and I think we're good. I think we're really good here. Alright, so, spoiler alert, I'm going to win this encounter. Which means, if you want to win 5 summoning tokens, because I'm going to be making sure that I'm not losing a unit here, just for you guys. If you want to be winning 5 summoning tokens, please enter your name in the chat, because that basically means you're entering the prize drawing. So we're just, yeah, and we basically need you to do that. Alright? Play safe, please. I want my 5 tokens. Yes, okay. We're not gonna go crazy here. If anybody sees any terrible misplays, let me know. Was this supposed to be only 4 enemies? I guess. Oh, look at you. Come on, eat. In case you didn't know, somebody in our guild pointed this out. Might have been Amachama, I'm not sure. Bullmon is constantly touching his belly. If we move Bullmon to the other side, you can see this. He's strumming his belly. He's like, munchies. So nice. Like, just when I thought I couldn't love Bullmon anymore, this was the moment where I was like, alright, this unit is just absolutely epic. Alright, that's it. So, we got 1000 gold, that's pretty good. And we get a Gibbo and Gobbo badge. It's an epic hero badge, so who's complaining at the end of the day? Which means we need to continue, and now we can select the hero we want the rewards for. And Bullmon was the idea. And you can see here, these are the odds, 62%, 30% and 33%. So, if we're getting super lucky, we're gonna get like a lot of good stuff here. And that's a good start, okay, yeah, and that's it. Oh. Alright, which takes us to our first prize drawing of the night. I'm just gonna like put this left and right a little bit. This is a website that allows you to create random names. I can also change the layout so you guys can properly see this. Just give me a second. Come on. Alright, here we go. So we need to enter some names. So we got Yule, 72. This might be a random number, this might be her birth year, who knows. Then we got Raizzan. Then we got Kay, of Blood Moon, unless that's the entire name. If that's the case, I'm sorry. Tiny Rodent wants to be in. AIDS wants to be in. Cheshi check. Depot equals T-board. What is this? This is Sir Eldrick? Eldrick? Sir Eldrick, okay, he's just basically confirmed this for me. Thank you. We got Fair. And we got AIDS for a second time. How come? Why is Seasua or Caesar, I guess, and Tripitako both saying AIDS? What is this? Are you admitting to having a double, like 2 accounts? Is this your alt account? Somebody, wait, I have a sound effect for that. Let me find it. I just need to look very close.
I need to investigate.
All right, last chance. Now this is something I found out last time. There's a 30-second countdown, 60-second countdown. There's something everywhere here. So I give you guys. Oh, let's do. What is this? This is not cool. 30. No, not 1 hour. Not 1 hour. 30 seconds. Here we go. 30 seconds. Last chance. Start. Come on. What are you doing? Last chance. If somebody else wants to be entered in the random prize drawing, just throw your name. What's the Discord link? KBK Games wants to be in. All right, great. KBK Games with 2 S, but 1 S, I guess. What's the Discord link? The Discord link, we can figure that out later on. No worries. If you're not on the official Discord yet, I think there's a link in the video description. Unless you are on YouTube. All right, to get a double draw, lol. Ow! Ow! Why is this website so loud? Where's the option to turn this off? I just blasted I guess I blasted your ears too. But this is really loud here. No double draws. We're not doing double draws here. If you guys want, I give you one last chance to change your name. Either Caesar or Tripitako. And how about you, Niall Matthews? You didn't enter your name yet. But you are very active in the chat, so I'm just gonna put you in there, alright? Here we go. And no worries, we can figure out your name in case you're getting drawn later. Alright. So that's basically it. Last chance? Tripitako? No? No? Alright. So we need to basically say pick a random name. We can first shuffle the names. Just because it's possible. Yay. And then after that we can pick a random name. I hope you guys you can also find it in the game settings menu. Oh, that's true, yes. Let me quickly show that to you guys. Just in case you haven't seen this before. Yeah, I know. You're gonna hate me so much right now. You're like, really, you have to make me go through this first. Yes, I have to. If you go to the home screen and if you first go to the app, you can go to settings. And then in settings, there's a link to Discord. And this is taking you to the great Discord app. In my case, it says I'm already a member. So this is how you end up in the Discord, basically. And you should totally join the Discord. There's a lot of helpful people, not just me. Oh, actually, that's implying I'm helpful. Sorry. Sometimes people are telling me I'm not. So you should totally check the official Discord because there's a lot of helpful people. Like Trenton, who always give you best advice how to do well in this game. All right. Okay, nobody else. So let's pick a random name. Let's see who we got. We got Tiny Rodent. Congratulations. Yeah! So that would be 5 summoning tokens for Tiny Rodent. And that was just the first time we're doing this. We're doing this 2 more times. So this is somewhat complicated, my setup here, I have to say. I need to work on this. So let's go back to the app. And we're now going for encounter number 2. Still in Duskthorn Escape. We still can go with Bullmon, so that's cool. Sweet. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. So this time we're going up. We're able to build like a bit of a board presence because there's going to be Spirit Samurais and Skeleton Warriors in the first 3 rounds. And then in the 4th round we see some Undead Gunners. This time Diamond rank 1. So those guys are going to be dangerous. But at that point we should have a board presence. We should have some summons on the board. So this looks like very promising. Also we did see the map layout just now. Doesn't look like that much of a problem. So I think this entire team was really good. I just want to start with Dorga in the back so I can move her like frontwards. Is that a word? I think that's fine. And I don't think there's anything else we need to change unless we want it to be like super fun and like block one of the paths with a tree. There's also a chance that the enemies are going to shoot themselves in the front of the tree, in the foot, but we're going to be fine with this team. All right, danger zone, my best friend. We can see the danger zone is mostly on the left. Actually, we're fine, yeah. The danger zone says we're fine. So we move 1 unit, we're done. Enemies come in, that's cool. This time we're going to do this move. Then the skiller play, in my opinion, is damaging this guy. Then moving in with Dorga. Going for a big Dorga active. Not as big as I wanted to, but okay. Then we can take out the guy on the left side with Bullmon's second effect. And then in the middle we're just gonna clean up, or try and clean up, with a big Queen Akeshu attack. Alright, and that gives us, I would call that a bit of a board presence. I think that's pretty good. So now this is gonna be very fortunate for us, because there's gonna be darkness in the middle of the map, but all of our units are moving to the front. So if we're quick enough, if we can get it done, we can still connect with Runner Clue next turn. And if we could connect with Runner Clue before the darkness is gone, that would give us a really good spot to be in. Did I just misplay this? Where was Runner Clue? If Runner Clue was in this spot, I misplayed. Sorry, I didn't misplay. If Runner Clue was in this spot, I misplayed. Because then you first have to move Bullmon here, take out the skeleton, and then after you taken out the skeleton, you need to move Runner Clue in and you get 2 more summons. This would have been better. I'm very conscious about this kind of stuff. Alright, let's make Bullmon stronger. I just don't want to lose a unit, so let's just do this. And then Queen Akeshu needs to get a little bit to the front. And after this wave we see Gunners. So we need to be a bit more careful now. The shade is gonna go down. So we're trying to eat the shade here. This worked. Skiller move. So we're making the most of the shade by eating it. So, sounds kinda, I don't know, not correct. Doesn't sound good. And that's basically it for the first couple of turns. Now we see these Diamond rank 1 Gunners, but it's only 3 of them. This is not exactly giving me Brackleg Outpost flashbacks, because there was a time when every time Gunners would hit the field, where you would have to deal with like 7 of them or something like that, something ridiculous. And it was a bit of a problem. And by a bit, I mean a lot of a problem. Always unlucky. Oh, come on, Sir Eldritch. There's a couple more options here. This is not over yet. This is not over yet. Alright. We still have the actives of Gigs. And on top of the active of Gigs, we still have the active of Runner Clue. But we don't have any more darkness on the board, so that's not great. But still the passive of Runner Clue. So let's just eat a few more units, because it's fun. And we could go for the active here, but that's a bad move. Instead use Queen Akeshu, that's a pretty good move. And that's basically it. Yeah, and I think Bullmon wants to go to lunch. That's basically it here. We don't even have to move our units like way past, because the enemies cannot get past this army of polearm frog warriors. Yeah. And let's see how big we can get Bullmon here. This is the new game mode. It's basically Pac-Man. Just that your Pac-Man has range 3 and a tongue. He's even eating the weaker summons first. Is this baked into the AI? I didn't know this. Does Bullmon always eat the weakest units first? What I would love about this is that it would be in line with the lore of the reef. Oh no, he's not. Too bad. Talk about a missed opportunity. Okay, we got another wave of this. Is this the last wave? It's the last wave. Okay, where's Bullmon? 4,900 health, 1,700 damage. That's not bad. That's not bad. I would say that was a pretty good lunch party for Bullmon. Alright, that was encounter number 2. Bullmon looks amazing, need to epic him. Yeah, I mean, if you give him like any time, then Bullmon is just completely devastating. I mean, like even here, this guy, it's a crit hit, but even if it wasn't a crit hit, there's like no chance that the enemy can take out Bullmon with 5,500 health, which is ridiculous. He's very slow. There's a reason why Snowprint, because the balancing in this game is really good, by the way. There's a reason why Bullmon didn't have like a higher health stat as most other warriors, and the reason for that is, actually we do have sound effects here. The reason for that is that Bullmon very often gets to increase his stats. And if he had a high stat to begin with, it would be almost impossible to handle that unit. That was pretty easy. Yeah, it's because there's no gunners at the beginning. If there's no gunners at the beginning and the enemy gives me time, and you have like max out units, it's not that challenging, to be honest. Alright, let's try and honor Bullmon again. Because he was the MVP in this fight, I guess. Actually, Dogger was pretty good. Yay, it's an orb! Woo! Here we go. That's pretty good. Okay, anybody we missed the first time around, so let's go back to our prize drawing and just double check if there's anybody in here that we did not, did anybody like jump out? I guess not. Sorry, Brett, did you say what your in-game name was? Oh, Tiny Rodent, okay. So much for that, so much for that. Congratulations again. Anybody else? That was pretty... What is the name of Bullmon's wife? Is that in the lore? I don't remember that. Cowmon? Oh. Wait, here. Bomo is my in-game name. Alright, cool. Let's put Bomo in here. So we got this corrected. Alright. This was just a habit of my job. I just hit Command save, Command S for save every time I enter something. Try to save this space. All right, anybody that we didn't have on the last drawing, I think we have like 1 or 2 more viewers than last time. So if you also want to enter the prize drawing, please say what your in-game name is in the chat right now. And then I have to go for this god-awful online stopwatch. It's gonna blast my ears again. I'm just gonna put the audio capture down for a little bit. So 20 more seconds, last chance. Enter your name in the chat and you can also win 5 summoning tokens. It's basically half a 10 time summon. And if you're relatively new, that means you're very chances are you're gonna have a 10 time summon. Oh, Curly Fry is on it. All right, cool. We got another person entering the prize drawing. Curly Fry. All right. It was a trap. I can just... Yeah, I should have just muted the tab. Oh my god, my ears. My ears. The things I'm doing for you, guys. Seriously. Ow. I should be charging for this. Well, but fortunately we do have healthcare in this country. Alright. Let's not talk about that. Alright, that was basically it for the name entries. Let's just double check. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 names here, but I have 14 viewers as far as I can tell, at least across all platforms. Kyle is probably not going to try and enter the thing, so that makes sense. I'm just going to shuffle the names 3 times. And actually, I have to say, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for Sir Eldrick, because he never gets picked. Alright, 5 summoning tokens. It's going to be... Oh, I forgot my sound effect! Bomo! Yay! Look at you! Basically just joined the official Discord 5 minutes ago when you asked about how to get it, and now you get 5 summoning tokens for joining the official Discord. I mean, if that's not some cool incentive to join the official Discord, I don't know what is. Alright, please get in touch. I'm just going to show you this because this is relatively new to you, I guess. If you go to the Riven Guard Discord, which is here, this is what it looks like. If you're new to Discord, it's not required to have 4 million Discord servers here. By the way, just saying. And then here on the official Discord, you should go to announcements, for example, and then you will find Snowprint Kyle. And if you click on this name, you can message him. And if you do that and tell him, hey, by the way, my name is Bomo in your case. I just won the prize drawing. I'm just going to do a test message. No, I'm not going to do that, all right? And that's basically how you end up with 5 summoning tokens. Rigged. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. 3 times the charm. Sir Eldrick, we can do this. We can do this. Come on, my man. Let's go back to the app. Let's go back to my setting. This is where I need to go. Okay, I need to change this. All right. Let me just quickly fix the chat window because this doesn't make any sense. Oh, my phone is giving up on me. My phone is like, yeah, I don't wanna wait forever, bro. We are just gonna stick with the entire plan because it works like a charm, and I want to give you guys more summoning tokens. I hope that's all right with you. So let's go for encounter number 3. Quick study of the enemies. We are starting with Spirit Samurais. It's 6 of them, but they're gold rank 2, so that's alright. And then there's only 2 Undead Gunners, they're gold rank 2. So that, in theory, that seems easier than the round before, but the skeletons have diamond rank 1. Meh. And then there's some samurais which are not a problem. There's more skeletons which are not a problem. There's more skeletons which are not a problem. And then in round number 13 there's a few more gunners. Like, quite honestly, in case a level designer is listening to this, if there's no gunners, I don't mind. We're gonna be fine. I never win either. You win in life, Eula. You're basically like 10 years older than me, but you have the heart of a child, and that's meant as a compliment, obviously. And so that's, you win in our hearts, is what Raizzan's saying. That's what I'm trying to say as well. Yes, we are all losers, unfortunately. No, that's not true. Come on. All right, do we want to change anything? I guess some people would say never change a winning team. However, we're going to be doing some stuff with Nixie this time around. Do we? Do we? I think this is all right. I think this works. And Dogger goes back. Late to the party, but where's the cosplay? This is the wrong stream for that. I didn't wanna steal Kaschai's thing, basically. Kaschai's thing. Aaron's thing. Alright, so let's see who can connect. This guy can walk 1, 2, 3 spots. So if I move Nixie here, he cannot connect. Now currently Nixie is in the danger zone. However, that is going to change once we place a tree, strategically. Yeah! And wait. So someone must have listened to some rap music in the 90s, and then they were like, yeah! And they thought, I can turn this into a Riven Guard unit. Just give me a moment. I can turn this into a Riven Guard unit. And that's how Nixie was born. That's what I'm telling you guys. She also has long hair. Almost dreadlocks, basically. Is like the Sacred Grove equivalent of dreadlocks. I can see the resemblance. I'm cosplaying Monty. Alright. So, we can again go for a big Dogger summon. So let's just never change a winning strategy, I guess. I made one misplay because I wanted to poison this guy first, and I didn't. That's not gonna cost us, because we have so much time, thanks to Bullmon. Oh, crit hit. Crit hit. There's still some room beside the enemy, so let's create a shade here. What? What? Okay, 10 life. Somebody screenshot this and add it to the WTH RNG channel for me, so I can win. Actually, I'm okay. I don't need to win this. Alright, and now we see some gunners that are... Like, this time we cannot just go... Actually, we can go Munch Party early on. This is somewhat dangerous. But I think we need to do some damage to these enemies. We cannot... Wow! This gives... Okay, this is for the first time in a long time. This is Brack Lake Outpost flashbacks. This is really like hitting them like 2 or 3 times and they're still standing. That's like, yeah, I remember that feeling. Okay, let's bring Nixie in. Nixie is paper thin. So if Nixie gets shot, there's a very good chance that she's going down. So let's hope the enemies are going to be busy with our summons. And let's create a few more of them. I think this is a safe spot for Dogger. And my Gix is wearing really good armor. So he should be able to tank 1 hit. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We are good. Yay. Okay, so this guy is now not being able to shoot anybody that's standing by anywhere except for here. This is the only spot where he can still 1, 2, 3 spots he can shoot, but that's basically it. Alright, let's move him here. What's the next wave? Next wave is skeletons. Okay, we're not afraid of skeletons. And if we move Bullmon here, they cannot connect. Oh, and what be a power move would be placing a Life Blossom here. But by doing that, I would be exposing Nixie, and we don't want to lose a unit. That's the idea here. So let's not do that. Here's the skeletons, but our frog warriors are standing tall. Okay. This looks a bit like a standstill. It's not quite a standstill. We can move. We can just attack from here. We don't have to move. Okay, that's good. And the problem for the skeletons, which is good for us, is that the skeletons are warriors. So, and also the shades are mages, which means the shades do extra damage to the skeletons. So that puts us in a really good position. And you can see that here as well with Nixie. Nixie against skeletons is like a really good position to be in. Alright, and I think now we got control over the board again. The last gunner is gonna bite the dust now, and we are good. We are good. So let's try, is there a new wave? Okay, what's the new wave? Spirit Samurais. Okay, Spirit Samurais are mages, so they are harder to beat, because we don't play any rogues right now. We don't, with the exception of Gix. Sorry. So, oh, there's still a skeleton. How did you survive this long? Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's create a shade. Good play. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, this is a trap. If you attack here with Nixie, Nixie might be dead. Oh, actually, no. So this normally, under normal circumstances, this would be a misplay. These guys have pole arm, so an enemy cannot walk from here to here and hit Nixie. However, an enemy can come out here and then walk 1, 2, 3 spots and hit Nixie. So let's not do this. Let's not risk it. We want to have those summoning tokens for you. Here we go. Look at these guys. They would have hit Nixie. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Let's go here. Create a shade. Let's go here. Do an attack. Let's hit them again. Yeah, Nixie now needs to crit. If Nixie wants to take one of these guys down, because they are not warriors, they are mages, Nixie needs to crit actually. Okay, there's a new wave after this turn and it's more skeletons. So let's move 1 back with Bullmon. The right side seems to be pretty strong. And we're gonna be creating some Life Blossoms. And this is one of the coolest cheats in this game. You can keep a shade around for another turn if you heal the shade. Shade loses exactly 50%. So even if you just add like +1 health to the shade, it's gonna be around for 1 more turn. So that's really good. He could cosplay as Erroneous. I guess that's an option. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Hey, how are you not famous? Only famous as a web designer. I wouldn't say I'm famous as a web designer. I'm just doing my best as a web designer. Alright. Karipus is one of the guys who's watching my other stream. Because I'm actually live streaming my work as a web designer, in case you guys didn't know. That's why I have a bit of experience with live streaming. Just a bit. Tiniest bit. But that's in German most of the time. However, if you're English speaking and you got some questions about web design, you can always ask me. That's not a problem. Alright. New wave after this turn. Is this the gunner wave? No. More skeletons. Alright. We're good. We are really good. Can we heal someone that needs a heal? Do you need a heal? Here we go. Cool. Dogger can move, and I think that's it. Gix is just standing there. Gix is like a passenger. Okay. I think we got this. Okay. Skeletons, mages, ha ha ha. Okay. In the old Bracklake outpost, there was a moment when Bullmon ate 5 units, if I remember correctly. 4 or 5 units. Then a new wave of gunners came out, and they had 2 shots at Bullmon, and Bullmon was dead. And I was like, this was the moment when I was like, okay, this is not fun. This is not fun. Why are they one-shotting a unit that ate 4 other units? Howdy, hey Monster Mash. Wait, do shades die if they are below 50% health or something? Yeah, so at the start of the turn, the shades, they take 50% damage if they're not shrouded in darkness. Oh, is that another wave? When is this happening? What am I missing? What am I missing? Okay. Is there another turn or something? Oh, there. Oh, we have so many units at the front that not all of the enemies could come out. And that means that the enemies are basically gonna spread out over 2 turns. So we bought ourselves more time because we are so much in control. This doesn't happen very often. This is why I'm not used to it. So we basically split the enemy Onslaught into 2 rows, into 2 attacks. And that's why it's even easier for us to deal with them. Alright. So, yay! We are 3 for 3. Which means you guys can win another 5 summoning tokens. Ooh! Sweet! That's an epic hero badge. It's gonna save me some coin. Ka-ching! So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not complaining. This is a really good session. We got an orb. We got an epic hero badge for relevant unit. We got 2 more epic hero badges that are not like that relevant, but okay. And we get another epic hero badge! Yay! Man, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. The Darkness are a good band. Yay! Look at this. So let's... I'm just gonna try and give you guys a spoiler of what's to come. So my Snazbang is in like 8 or 9 days after the festival is over, basically. Snazbang is going to Legendary, that's good. And then we can send him some more. And Bullmon, in 3 days, we can get another star for Bullmon. That's pretty good. That means more damage in guild rate, because Bullmon is really good in guild rate, by the way. Alright. You guys know the rules of this game. Let's go quickly back to the other view. Let's go here, and then we have our list of people who wanted to be entered in our prize drawing. So, the way this works, in case you just tuned in because I saw that Monster Mash is here and he wasn't here before because he's very active in the chat normally, which is a compliment in case you're mistaken this. You just enter your name in the chat if you want to be in the prize drawing. 5 summoning tokens were in the prize drawing bag, imaginary prize drawing bag. And because I didn't lose a unit, I just lost some shades, but that doesn't count. You're going to be able to get 5 of these thingies. Rule 1, name in chat. Exactly. So Eldrick is saying it. Anybody else that wants to be ended. So I'm just going to assume that Monster Mash wants to be ended. But please just double check and place your name in the chat. If you've been in one of the first few prize drawings, let me just make this a little bit bigger. You should be in this list. It was 11 names. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now we got 1 more. Panda is here. Hey, Panda's here. All right. So let's add Lucky Panda. Put me in, just got off work. All right, sure thing, man. You got it. Anybody else? Taiwo is here. All right. Taiwo's here. Oh yeah, sorry, it's a bad time for the US folks. I tried to do this as late as possible, within reason. Within reason. Me. Who's me? Is that your name? Your in-game name? Oh, Kazchai's here. How come you didn't say anything before that? Safford Beetlebrox. Where's that from? Is that from the Douglas Adams book? Or is that from the movie? What's the movie name that I'm looking for? How much armor it is? Sure. I'm just gonna believe that. Oh, I was just trying to save it again. Alright, anybody else? Okay, it seems like there's a few more people that have shown up. So I'm just gonna give you... Okay, first of all... Okay, the tab is muted. That's a really good idea. I'm just gonna give you guys another minute. So... Where are we? Back? Is that correct? This is so unintuitive. 1 minute. Start. Jesus Christ, why would you not start when I say this? Hitchhiker's Guide. That's what, yeah, thank you. Douglas Adams is the author, however. So I wasn't like completely wrong. Good book. Film is alright. Shelter In. What is Shelter In? Is that a smiley or something? Am I missing something? Fair's already in, right? Yeah, you're in. Alright. So, you have a few more seconds. 30 seconds to be precise, but I'm not like that fixed on it. H2G2? What is that? You were already in this, Neo. What was it? You won the last one, right? Bomo was your in-game nickname, is what you said. If somebody else wants to enter the drawing, you need to post in the chat, please. Just I can take Bomo out if you want, if it's H2 G2. But if I remember correctly, this was you last time. I'm mixing things up. If I'm mixing things up, let me know. All right, so we didn't blast our ears for once, but basically the 1 minute is over. So let's just, yeah, okay, we're good. Absolutely last chance. I'm just gonna do this, all right? H2 G2, all right? That should make sense. Okay. Let's shuffle the list of names. So Eldrick is looking if he's like disappearing between shuffling, I guess. No, you got it right? Okay, okay, cool, good. I'm happy that Kite is taking taking score as well, basically. All right, so let's try this one more time. Monster Mash! Whoa! Look at me with my soundboard. Eh? I'm getting good at this. Monster Mash won this time around. All right, just showed up. What a lucky dude, man! Congratulations! Here we go. If you want to see, okay, I think this is not quite capturing the excitement because it sounds like it's coming straight from a soundboard, and obviously it is. Let's bring. Yeah, I got another sound effect that properly captures the excitement, but I'm not sure if the American fans are gonna get this. I like Liverpool, by the way. All right, congratulations, Monster Mash. H2 G2 is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh, I didn't get that. That was a reference. Okay. Sorry, I did not know. My fandom for this particular thing is not like that advanced. I'm sorry. Thank you. That's good to know. All right, congratulations to Monster Mash. This means that we are basically at the end of our regularly scheduled program. If you want to hang out for a little bit longer, we can. But truth be told, there's not that much that we can do. I do believe I can play a couple of arena games. Not that many. I'm at 31st, which means I can actually play arena again if you want, but only like 2 or 3 matches because I cannot advance too much. Cannot tell the opponents that I got a couple more tickets. Could be number 1 if I wanted to. Klopp signed a new contract. Let's bring it back. For context, this is when FC Barcelona won the home game 4-0, if I remember correctly, and then in the away game, or 3-0, I think it was 3-0, and then in the away game at Liverpool scored 3 goals, and then in the 90th minute or something they did the craziest goal. And I'm a big movie fan, so in case you've never heard of this, there's this thing called the Wilhelm scream in movies. If you just Google this, this is gonna change your life. I'm sorry. This is gonna change your life for the better, I hope. So, as an entire compilation of this is a joke among people who are like responsible for the sound stuff in movies. And someone in a movie in the 50s or something added this sound effect when somebody was like getting an arrow to the knee. Wilhelm scream is the English name. Wilhelm Schreier. I've never seen this German name before. And the problem is, once you know this, you're like in on the joke. You will hear this in every third movie that you see. If it's like an action movie, somewhere in that action movie, somebody is gonna do the Wilhelm scream. So I'm just gonna go and risk my YouTube career here by getting a chance to get like a copyright strike.
Yeah, I'll just fill my pipe.
Okay, watch it. All right, you got this? This is the Wilhelm scream. And this was 1953 in the first movie. And this happens in like every movie these days. This is an inside joke. Indiana Jones. It happens in every Indiana Jones movie. Alright, this is the Wilhelm scream. And obviously this wasn't planned. But in the Liverpool game that was like so memorable, in my personal opinion, there is a Wilhelm scream from one of the announcers. So listen to it again. I didn't doctor with the tape or something. This is what the guy was doing. That's why I love this so much. I'm sorry. In every Marvel movie too. That's true. It is in every Marvel movie. Yes. Ah, Wilhelm. Yeah. All right. Let's play. Let's play just a little bit of arena. Let's play just a little bit of arena. So if we want to play arena, we first have to change the description here. So it's playing some arena. All right. So if we want to play arena, first things first, we need our PvP scoreboard that tells me how I'm doing this season. If I'm comparing this to the last season or the season before, I'm not doing like that well, but I'm doing all right. So we now need to re-roll opponents until we're placed against like a top 5 opponent, something like that. You can see here we get 24 points if we go up against number 8. And if we do this a few more times, and by a few more times I mean a lot, like 3rd place is normally fine, you don't get any more points. You get like still 24 points. And then I just write this down. I'm gonna get 24 points. Going up against Sova, sorry. He's 3rd. I am currently 31st. I'm trying to crack the code. Eventually I'm gonna figure this out. And then you like 4 gem refreshes. In case you're curious how much gems does it take to be number 1 in Legend League, this season it's only 417. It's a very addictive mode, at least for me. Last season when I ended up in 1st, it only took... oh, sorry, last season I was on vacation, so I didn't document this correctly. And this season before, it only took 735 gem refreshes to end up in 1st in Legend League. So it's really relatively cheap, by the way. Alright, so this is what we're going for. We want to hit this enemy, Salosna Sova, and it's 4 days, 12 hours. Which is also somewhat important to know when you play, because then you can compare how many points you get each season. It's a lot of work to be number 1 in Legend League. At least that's my opinion. Marvelous gone down the toilet lately? Oh, I wouldn't say that's true. Who's Irina and how do I play her? Who's Irina? Where's an Irina? So let's see. Hopefully an easy map. Because I don't want to lose on stream, that would be bad. This is... oh, I was like, this would be easy if there's no Naevis. Now there is a Naevis, so suddenly it's like a lot more challenging now. So the enemy Queen Akeshu can move 1, 2, 3 spots, and then she can move, do 1, 2, 3, 4. So Queen Akeshu is definitely going to connect with us. So we need to counter attack on turn number 1. This is not good. This is not good. So let's do that. So we need our own Queen Akeshu. We need our own Naevis. We definitely need Akio here. And then... what else do we need? And the... oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to take out Giggs. And we're going to hit Giggs, Queen Akeshu, and then Akio. And then we also need... oh my god, I have the weirdest, crappiest idea I've ever had. Are we going to do this? There's a really good chance it's not going to work. But if it's going to work... it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh my god, my Lionel is not built. She's not like anything that completely wrecks the opposition or something like that. Are we going Lionel here? Like for real? Man, I don't like this at all. Let's try this. Let's try this. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, well, we're taking out the enemy Queen Akeshu, which is the biggest problem here. So that's good. And if we could have gotten Dorga into a position where we can connect with her, this would have been the game. I'm not exaggerating. Alright, so where can we... this should be fine. This should be fine. Because if we move our units in this way, Dorga cannot get that many summons off the ground. If Dorga connects with Queen Akeshu, she only gets 1 summon right now. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we prevented Dorga from going off, and that basically means we won. So now we can annoy this enemy. We can annoy this enemy. We still have Naevis. And then we can also go for Akio. Oof. Interesting match, gotta say. Haven't had this map with this unit composition. Alright, pretty good. And now we are at 22nd place. Eventually, if this refreshes. 23rd, okay. Okay, and we just want to do the same thing. Basically, we want to get as close as possible to 24 points. At this point in the season, there's a really good chance that we're going to get 23 points if we just reroll until we get a high opponent again. No. No. We need 23 points here. Come on, game. Ugh. No. Better opponents. Come on. Yeah, we've had you already. Okay, 23 points. That's good. But in a perfect world, I want to have like an even higher placed opponent. Like if I go up against the first, there is like a tiny chance that I get even one more point. All right, this is really good. I'm going for this because he's playing 2 red units, and I'm currently in the stupid festival quest where I have to defeat 10 red units, and the only way to defeat 10 red units is by playing playing people in the arena that are playing Snazbang. Also, I should be doing you guys a favor and also play some red units. So let's just do this. It's gonna be 23 points. He's 7th, and I am currently 23rd. And quite honestly, I didn't even track this. I think it was like 5. I'm not sure. 4 days, 11 hours. Okay. Okay, this is a really good map, obviously. So on this map, we can actually play a lot of red units to make it easier for other people who are currently in the festival and struggling with this quest. So let's bring in Myvera, let's bring in Snazbang and Pelator. And shuffle these guys around. And with this unit composition, I don't think there's any need for Accio, to be honest. All of these enemies don't look like they're going to be standing after this onslaught of attacks, with the exception of Yasmin. Yasmin is very likely going to be still going to be alive. So let's try and find another red unit. Shall we just go back to Lionett? Lionett is an option here. I think I'm going to play Lionett. Is this gonna be fine? This should be fine. I don't see how this is not working out. Much love. I've got to run. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, man. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. I don't see how this is gonna go sideways. We're gonna be fine. Come on. Let's try and give us some trumpet power. Yeah, okay. This is going fine, yeah. I think we're good. Yay. Alright. Here you go, guys. In case you're still at the same festival quest, this is what I can do for you, alright? This is the best I can do, I'm sorry. I cannot play 5 red units, because they're not that good in arena. With the exception of Snazbang. So, if you need to go up against a strong opponent and you need to get this festival quest done, I'm currently in the top... Come on, update. Don't tell me I'm still 20. Here we go, it's 17th. I hope that works for you. If you're in the Legend League, that should help you with the festival quest. You just have to beat one opponent. And also this team is really bad that I have right now. And that should give you a couple of wins in this particular department. Alright, I think I'm calling it a day for now. It's also pretty late, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If there's anything you want to know about Rivengard, quite honestly, if you have some ideas for some new videos that I'm going to produce in the future, let me know. Let me know. I'm working on another one, but it just takes forever because I don't have that much time at the moment. I hired 2 people, and I'm starting I've been self-employed for 10 years, but I'm starting like a proper company with employees and all of that good stuff. And it's very hard to do more stuff for Rivengard, more than I'm already doing at the moment. So I'm afraid I can't do as many videos as I usually do. That's why I'm doing more live streams, and I hope you guys enjoy them. Thanks so much for tuning in. Big thanks to the Rivengard team, Snowprint team, because without Kyle, we wouldn't have had giveaways. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hope you guys, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take a look at the festival recording later. Yes, it's an adventure, by the way, but I mix it up 20 times every day, so I'll let you off. It's a chill stream. Yes. Hey, Uncreative Dev. Uncreative Dev is my mod for my web design stream. All right, that's it. You guys have a good night. I need to catch some seas. If you really want to check it out, tomorrow morning I'm gonna be streaming web design, but it's in German and it's very, very different. But we're also having a lot of fun there. That's it for today. Bye bye.